everyone, and welcome to MX Gaming. I am, of course, Phoenix, and I'm out in space. As you can see, the Enterprise E is floating by. This was a neat little trick that one of our fleet members showed my good friend over at My Belkin Gaming, and so I thought it'd be kind of neat just to do something a little different. As you like to know, I do like to show cool things. Oh, I don't know if... Oh, I'm stuck now. I'm gonna have to log out. But anyways, I'm doing a review again, as always, and I am going to be doing the Andorian Kumari Escort, and I'm doing the actual Kumari variant. So, give me a few minutes. I'm going to have to pause the video, and then I'm going to go and we're going to talk to our good friend Lieutenant Laurel, and she's going to give us most of the stats. And yeah, so I hope you guys like the brief spacewalk on ESD. And if you want to learn how to do that, you can look at my good friend over at My Belkin Gaming, and he's got a video on how to do that. Anyways, we'll see you in a bit, guys. Alright, we are back. So here's Lieutenant Laurel, and we want Lieutenant Laurel, not the other guy. We'll look at him in just a few minutes, and it is classified as an escort, and it should be Vice Admiral. I think it's the last ones, yes. So here we go. Here is the Kumari Escort. Alright. So starting off with bridge officers, you have a Commander Tactical, a Lieutenant Commander Tactical, a Lieutenant Tactical, very heavy on the Tactical, an Ensign Engineering Station, and a Lieutenant Universal Station. So not much bridge officer wise to give you some variant. I think the best way to describe the Andorian Escorts is to refer them to as glass cannons. I'm not entirely sure if that's the right term, but that's what I'm going to call it, because they hit hard and they can explode fairly well. Anyways, moving on for this variant, because this is going to be a three-part series, with the third one having the bonus piece at the end with all three consoles to give us a bonus. So that's going to be a bonus at the end of the third one, like I did with the multi-explorer mission ships. And so with consoles, this is got 3 engineering, 5 tactical, and 2 science. For weapons, it has 5. For 4 weapons, it has 5. For aft weapons, it has 2. A base hull of 32,000. A shield modifier of 0.9. A base crew of 85. Base turn rate of 16. Impulse modifier of 0.20. Inertia rating of 70. 2 device slots. And let's see here. Plus 15 power to weapons weapons subsystems. I can't. Yeah, I have word salad or whatever going here. So it's designed for raw firepower. If you want a warship, this is probably it. This thing will hit you like a ton of bricks. I've used it as my main ship for a little bit, and this thing can just tear through shields. It can tear through the hull quite nicely, and that's with decent gear. And I got a little bit better gear now, so that tells you a lot. Now you can purchase each ship for 2,500 Zen, or you can get all 3 for 5,000 Zen. So, I'll get to the I'll get to the console, or the universal console, shortly. Now, the universal console is only for these 3 ships, so each one comes with its own console, and they will only work with these 3 ships. So So that's it for the stats. Alright, so we're going to talk to Drizrax here. If we can get it going here. There we go. Alright, so looking at this top-down view, it's looks like a rectangle shape. Near the front here, it's the corners cut off, and then at the front here, flattened off. At the back, it's kind of curved inwards a little bit, and then when you look at it, kind of looks like a, I guess a flattened bullet, or it looks like a bullet. And then at the sides here, they're curved outwards. And then you got this this small little opening between the top and the bottom piece here, and I don't know if that's supposed to be the deflector dish or not. The Mako set is telling me that's what it is. And then at the side here, you got 3 circles. I don't know if those are escape pods or not. I don't know if the Andorians believe in escape pods. So then you get the back hull here, and it looks like this is sort of like the neck here. It humps over here and then curves. Let's see here. Is it convex? Yeah, convex. Turn up here and then go straight back here, and from the hull here, where it humps up over here, just on the side here, you have this either the ventral or the dorsal hull here, and then you got a nice little fin up here, and you also have it on the bottom as well. So these two pieces here are pretty much the same. Now I don't know if this yellow one is the impulse or thrusters, or which one is which. So that's something to wonder about. What is the side here? Are those are the generators. Okay, so the generators here, okay, so with this red piece, this red glowing piece here, nice and straight, at the top here it spikes on an angle, and spikes near the top here, trying to get a good angle here. At the bottom here, it slants outwards. Sorry, I gotta sneeze, but I don't have to, kind of deal. Oh, I hate that feeling. Alright, so anyways, so it again, it points out, and then let's see here. When it comes back here, it squares off, turns into a square, widens out here, squares off, and you got an impulse engine here. At the top here, sorry, moving things a little fast here, curves upwards, a little more rounded at the top here. It's got basically a back fin here, and then you got a bit of a small rectangled impulse or warp nacelle there. And then you have the wings here. The wings are pretty cool. So you have, they're right at the back here, and then you have, so the first part here, very thick and angles downwards, and then you got a thinner piece that angles upwards on either side here, and then you have the wing cannons here. So here we have, I can't get a good close-up of them, darn. So it's got, okay, we'll do this. It's got this mean-looking piece on either side here, and then you have the cannon, which is it looks a little rounded, but where the cannon actually fires from is a nice little square. So that's kind of cool there. Really interesting design. I'm really struggling with the designs as of late. I don't know why. Maybe because I haven't written them out yet and actually thought them out. And I really do these reviews kind of on the fly. So now it does come with its own interior for the bridge, and you only get the one, which is the Andorian. So if you remember from the show Enterprise, they were on the bridge of the Andorian vessel a few times. You do get windows. You get Andorian types 1 and 2, and then I guess you get regular ones as well. And then you can get material. So there's Andorian, the Char, the Kaizon, and the Kumari variant. So I think the Andorian is kind of like the generic bland skin. I really don't like that as much. So we're just gonna change it back. There, that's a little nice and lighter and sharper. And you'll have patterns as well. You can have the Kaizon A and B, Kumari A and B, and then does it have the Charl? No, Charl A and B. Yeah. So those are your patterns. I don't know if you can really see the patterns or not, to be honest. So, but anyways, those are the designs that you can have, and patterns and whatnot for modifying your ship the way that you would like it. I'm just going to leave this as is. I'm not going to bother with anything. So, alrighty. So now I'm going to shoot up into space, and then I'm going to be back with my loadout, and let you guys know what changes have been made since I've added the consoles and whatnot, because they affect your hull and whatnot. So I will do that in just a moment. So we'll be right back. Alright, so we are back. So let's look at here. So here's my loadout so far. 2 phaser dual heavy cannons, both accuracy time 2 with critical hit. My dual phaser beam bank with accuracy times 2 and critical hit as well. Now here's the Kumari phaser wing cannons. It does damage times 4. You can only equip more than one of this item, which is kind of sad, because then you could get all 3, and you could put like at least 3 cannons, phaser wing cannons, on there and be kind of a powerhouse, I guess, in a sense. It deals to target 2,049.6 phaser damage, 546.5 DPS. That's damage per second. To self, minus 15 weapon power when firing other weapons. To target, 2.5% chance. Deal 751 kinetic damage with 100% shield penetration. Okay, so that's with the traits I got going, so I don't need to read over that. But that does a heck of a lot of damage. 2,000 phaser damage and over 500 damage per second. That's pretty good. And there's the biomolecular photon torpedo launcher that I got with accuracy and critical hit. My Mako set, of course, with my Ubli subspace rift warp core. Kinetic kicking beam, damage times 3, and the omnidirectional phaser beam array that was graciously donated to me by one of my subscribers. So again, thank you to that individual. That this is awesome. Does 436.4 phaser damage, 349.1 damage per second. So that's much better than a phaser turret, or any turret for that matter. Let's see here, shield battery and subspace field modulator as usual. I got 3 neutronium alloys here, 2 field generators, and this is why it has the 5th tactical console, is for the so you can have all your phaser relay consoles or whatever, induction coils, whatever you have them, and then you have the phaser dispersal array universal console. So allows you to fire an overload attack from your wing cannons once within the next 30 seconds. This attack deals 5,155.1 base damage to the target and other targets within 2-kilometer radius. This damage is increased by Starship energy weapons and Starship weapon training skills. This attack has 2-second charge up time, during which other weapons cannot be fired. So it's a bit of a drawback, but you know what? As soon as that cannon goes, you're firing right back with your other weapons. So It's not a bad drawback. It really isn't. The drawback actually comes from your stations, which is, see, you got the 3 tactical. Oh, excuse me. And what really hurts it is the ensign engineering. If this was a lieutenant or a lieutenant commander, I think even a lieutenant would probably be best. And then you have a lieutenant universal. So I mean, I could easily just change this out for another engineering, but I mean, then you don't really get a science feel to it. I'm pretty sure this is just mostly like a war type ship. So my issue actually comes from so many tactical that, you know, it's hard to change out the abilities for each of your tactical officers or bridge officers, because you know, you can't really get much of a variety, unfortunately, which really stinks. So so what I got for my commander is Tactical Team 1, Beam Overload 2, High Yield Torpedo 3, and Cannon Rapid Fire 3. I got Targeting Shield Subsystems 1, another Tactical Team High Yield Torpedo, High Yield Torpedo again, Torpedo Spread. Now let me just take a look here. Let's see, what does this guy got? Another Tactical Team and a Overload. Yeah, it doesn't matter really. I don't think I'm going to use either one of those anyway, so I'm not worried. He's just in there for filler, basically. You know what, let's just put Jenny on just in case I want the Torpedo Spread too. Alright, in engineering, I got the energy or emergency power to weapons 1, so that's going to help boost up my damage. And then I have hazard emitters 1 and transfer seal strength 2. And then I'm missing a space trait here. Let's see here. Let's do that. So we got kinetic, Omega kinetic shearing, so plus 40% bonus deals as a damage over time for 6 seconds. Kinetic torpedoes and mines deal additional 40% of the damage they deal to their target's hull as a shield penetrating damage over time. Their shield is dealt over a 6-second period. Critical hit, 4% critical hit chance. Omega graviton amplifier, so this is what does it. Well, you know what, I don't know about that. I might change that out. And then this one is slightly increases critical severity in space combat, plus 16% critical severity. So that's pretty cool. So let's see here. Plus 10% all damage bonus resistant rating. Well, that might be decent to have. Oh, I got this one here. Increased accuracy with tactical bridge officer's ability is used. So, that's pretty cool. Plus 3% accuracy for 15 seconds, stacks 5 times. Interesting. Increased control resistance and anti-proton. Well, that's for anti-proton damage. So this is pretty good if you got if you're using anti-proton weapons. In this case, because I'm not using anti-proton weapons, it's not going to work for me. So let's see here. Enhanced shield penetration. Ooh, this sounds good. Grants enhanced shield penetration. Ooh, I like that actually. So let's change that one for this one, and then that's repair. So let's see here. I only have this one, and it's a ground one, which kind of stinks. So but yeah, so that's what I got for my traits. And then obviously I got these ones. Let's see here. That's just so accuracy, 10% accuracy, living hull, crippling fire, evasive, and last ditch effort before go down fighting. So that's what I got for traits so far. I'm glad I looked at some of this stuff and changed it, and so give it a good whirl. I think one of my subscribers is going to be joining me, so if you give me a few minutes, I'll get him on my team, and then we will do either a STF or Battlezone. I'm not entirely sure, and we'll see what this puppy can do. Alright, so the individual is not on, so I don't know what happened. I know I did have technical difficulties. My router decided to say I quit and didn't want to work, so I had to reset it. So I don't really need to do Borg STF because Borg on this character is done, but I do want some Nikora marks, so I'm going to run the Crystalline Chasm Elite, so get that queued up, and we're going to get this going here. So I don't know how well this is going to do. Oh, that's right, I want to go over this stuff because this changes. So the base hull was it 32,000. I got it up to 44,147. So that's awesome. That's 12,000 hull hit points added to it. And from standard shields, it only gives you 4,703. So I'm up to 10,364 for shields. So that's really good. And then 40.4% in resistance. Actually, I could change one of these and put on a the Borg console. What is it? This one here, the assimilation module. Oh, we're warping out now, but now it'll give me some extra bonus damage. So you know what? Because this is kind of a warship, things are going to change a bit. So, oops. We're going to move that over. And before we start here, we're going to do this. Oh, we can't. Oh, no. Oh, well. That's alright. Okay. Wasted a shot on something that was going to die in 2 seconds. Oh. Let's see here. Oh. Alright, so gotta watch out for this crystal. My one shield is gone. Oh. Ooh, that was not cool. Okay, it's absorbing. I don't like exploding when that thing goes. So I'm gonna back off, let it do its thing, and then come back. There we go. I was doing as much damage as I had hoped. Oh, there we go. Getting some good damage now. Ooh. Whoa. Oh, someone healed me. That was nice of them. Thank you. Alright. Alright. Let's use this, there we go. Wow, look at that. 31,000 damage. Although I took a nasty hit for it, though. Whoa. See what I mean by almost pretty much a glass cannon? You can hit pretty decently. Look, I'm getting some pretty good hits here. But really suck on hull. Whoa. The turn rate is not as good as I thought it was on this thing. Oops. Alright, so this thing's almost gone anyway, so there we go. Okay, so alright, so there's my Nikara marks there. Alright. There we go. So there you have it. There's part 1 of 3. This is the Andorian Kumari variant. So yeah, it's not a bad ship. I personally think the huge drawback lies in the bridge officer seatings. You just have way too much tactical and not enough engineering or even science. And I know they give you that universal lieutenant. So I think they need to maybe get rid of the lieutenant in tactical and change that for a science. And then have an ensign universal, and the other lieutenant universal should be an engineering lieutenant engineering bridge officer seating. That would make it a little more balanced and not so squishy in a sense. But anyways, there's part 1 of 3, and then like I said, at the end of 3 there's going to be a bonus one where I got all 3 consoles, and I will quickly go over what happens when you have all 3 consoles on a ship. So that is it for me. Thank you for watching. Live long and prosper, and as always, we'll see you out there.